What's up, everybody? We're continuing our series of interviews on the show floor. Siggraph 2018, we're at the Maxon booth. I'm here with Chris Priddy.
Hey guys, what's up?
They don't call him Priddy for nothing. You have just gone out on your own as a contractor, right? Was it scary?
Absolutely. You know, you come from a job after 10 years and you have constant bread income, you have a mortgage, you have a house. It was extremely, extremely scary, yeah.
And you read Joey's book, right? Freelancers Manifesto?
Yes, Freelancers Manifesto. Actually, I read that on a cruise. Got up before all my friends because they get too drunk and I wouldn't, and then I'd go up and read, waiting for them to wake up. So I have some coffee and read it in a weekend, actually. And every bit of the anxiety and stress that I was feeling about taking that dive was almost all but diminished after reading a little bit. You know, I've saw that a lot of freelancers do it with a lot less, no clients to start, they have kids, everything, so I felt a lot better about the dive after reading that book, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really great book. Okay, let's talk about Octane a little bit. I really like some of the technical stuff that you do in Octane. Tell me about those, especially those metallic materials that you're doing on some of those. What is your process in creating those?
It changes a lot because they change Octane a lot ever since they had the metallic shader. I go into doing a little more of a technically accurate metal using the colored index of refractions, looking up the red, blue, green channels on the wavelengths and actually setting the NK values so that I can get technically and physically accurate metals. But before that, I don't want to say it was a crapshoot, but it was more, you know, I had to build a lot of my metal to the lighting. You know, some metals, when you're doing stills, you don't always see what you want out of the metal. So I kind of had to build it around that. But usually I just had preset library elements that created a metal. I found the index of refraction, set my specular up, and then saved it to a library as like a base silver or a base gold. Or that way, the only thing I had to do after that was, if I needed to tweak it, I'd go in, put some dirt on it, put some scratches, and be done. So set it up once and forget it, which is probably why I've forgotten how to make those now.
So I've been looking at some of the new stuff that Otoy has been talking about coming out. They came out with some stuff about, well, speaking of wavelength, they came out with a whole bunch of new stuff, some papers on what they're going to be doing. I'm ready to go check that out. Have you seen the Otoy booth?
I haven't walked by there today. I've been mostly doing demos, a lot of traffic through here, but what's reading, are we talking about version 4 changes, or are we talking about like brand new changes that were announced today?
A little of both. You'll have to go look at the specs. Hopefully we're going to get an interview with Jules as well and talk about it and find out a little bit more about it later.
Yeah, I did notice that they were diving a little bit into the RTX, and they were excited about the new Nvidia announcements and how that's going to actually bump the speeds up by 6 to 8 times, which is super exciting. I mean, who doesn't want to render faster?
I'm building a new computer right now, so I'm like, okay, maybe I want to get one of those cards.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're skipping the 1180s and doing 2080s now. Is that what they decided?
You know what? I haven't had a chance to even follow it. I've just been at Maxon the whole time, you know?
Yeah, ditto. This is a different Siggraph show for me because usually I'm walking around looking at everything and grabbing free t-shirts. You know, I think they're giving away free beer over at the other booth. And yeah, no, I've been mostly helping out here and talking to people, so which is still fun.
I really like your halo shot that you did with the, what's the name of the vehicle?
Oh, the Warthog, yeah, thank you.
That's my favorite level that it was in, by the way. So what was that for?
That was actually for Revelled. They make physical models. They use like snap type models and glue models and stuff you can put together. And this was one of their more popular ones, and they needed some kind of video shot for that. So we worked in conjunction closely with Microsoft for licensing things, and Microsoft, they wanted to be involved in every step of the process because they didn't want to tie something terrible to their name, you know, or their brand. But they gave us a level to kind of build out. They said they wanted to look like this level, so we kind of just took an area of that and built it in Substance Painter. And it turned out quite well. So, you know, we were very happy with the way that turned out.
Cool. So tell everybody where they can find you online if they want to check out your work.
Oh yeah, so 5'10" Giant, and you can look at my butt if you want. But so you can find me on there. We just redid the website, and we do a lot of industrial, technical, stylized, animation, stills, product visions, just so many different things. It's hard for me to keep up or retain any information in my brain anymore. But yeah, you can find me at 510giant.com. I think I have an Instagram, maybe. I don't know. I don't get into social media like too terribly often. So.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. We're going to have a bunch more interviews coming at you from the show floor. Siggraph 2018, the Maxon booth, Priddy. Check him out. He's awesome. We'll see you later.